I'm Romy from South East Slings. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Mamaruga Zensling to carry your baby seated sideways. So here I've got the Zensling carrier, which I'm going to clip around my middle. Now, depending on the size of your baby will depend how you adjust the front. I've got it adjusted fairly small because I'm using a relatively small doll. So you tighten these up accordingly so that when baby's in it, it comes no higher than the nape of their neck. Now, the seated sideways position is generally not the one we'd first recommend. Generally, we'd suggest you have baby upright in a tummy to tummy position. However, sometimes there are cases when a baby needs to be in an alternative position. Maybe they've had surgery on their stomach, maybe there's an issue with feeding where they can't have any pressure put on their stomach. So this is an alternate method that is sometimes useful for babies. It is a slightly higher risk position just because they are seated sideways, obviously, rather than facing in towards you, so you've got to ensure the positioning is really accurate. If you're at all unsure about it, then speak to your local sling library, or you can book a one-to-one consultation with me if you haven't got a sling library nearby. I offer consultations online, but any questions at all, it's best to check before trying it just to make sure you're doing it safely. So I'm going to pick my baby up here. Now, with this position, we want baby to be seated rather than in a cradle position, so they're in a more upright position. Now I'm supporting baby here underneath their knee pits, and you want to ensure that their bottom is lower than their knees, so their bottom will be the lowest point in the carrier. This is to ensure they stay nice and snug in the carrier and there's no chance of them coming out through the side or anything. So hold them like this, and I'm going to slide my hand up over the base of the carrier and up over their bottom and back. This hand that's holding the carrier is now supporting their neck. And I'm just going to bring this strap behind their head and up over my shoulder. Make sure you always support baby's head because it's the heaviest part of them, so make sure you've always got that supported. I'm now going to swap my arms around, so I'm now going to hold behind baby's back, supporting their head, and then bring this other arm out. Put this strap over the opposite shoulder. I'm now going to reach around behind and take hold of this strap here, and I'm going to put it straight down to hold baby really nice and snug, and then bring this around. Then I'm going to tighten it up by bringing this one forwards, and if you need any additional tightening you can pull this one back. So make sure this one's holding baby nice and snug first. Okay, once we've got this one supported, this is now supporting baby's head. Still keep one arm around baby, but their head is now being supported by this strap. So bring the other arm around baby. We're going to do the same with the other strap. So bring it straight down to hold baby nice and snug. Bring this around and clip it in. And again, we're going to tighten it up so baby's held really securely. Now, first check is you want to make sure you can see baby's face and they've got clear airways. That's the first thing. Second thing to make sure of is you want to make sure that baby's held securely so they can't slump. This is the reason we're wanting them seated sideways rather than in a cradle position. So want them nice and upright. Baby's arm here I've got just wrapping around me, so they're slightly turned into my body rather than completely sideways. Again, it will depend on the situation with baby. You may find baby's arm needs to be around like this, so they're more in a sideways position. It will depend upon the reasoning you're needing to carry them sideways. But I'm going to bring this arm around here for now. So we've checked this is no higher than the nape of their neck. You want to check they're held as tightly as a cuddling arm. So the way to do that is rest your hand on the back of their head and just gently lean forward and check their body doesn't pull away. Now, from a legs point of view, we've got the legs going through here. Now, this is adjustable, this section, so if this strap here is a little bit close to the legs, you can always lengthen it very slightly by just putting on there, just to increase the distance between the buckle and their legs. You want it relatively close because you want to make sure there's no chance the baby could come out of here. As I said before, you want to make sure baby's bottom is nice and low, so their bottom is lower than their knees here, so that they are seated here, so there's absolutely no way they're going to come out through the side. Okay, so that is essentially it from a positioning point of view. With the straps, you can obviously spread these out over your shoulders. This can also help to give a little bit more support by just bringing this around so that baby's head is supported. You also have the hood here, which you again can use to bring around the back of baby's head to give a little bit more support. Depend on how old baby is as to how much support they need in this position. But always make sure that their face is unobstructed, they've got clear airways so they can breathe safely. That's essentially it. So to take them out, we're going to just reverse what we've done. So if we undo this side first, so baby's head is still supported. So I'm just going to hold baby around like this, and unclip this side. Then bring my arm around here and unclip this side. Bring this strap over. Then I'm going to slide my hand inside to support baby like this, and then bring them out. And that's how to use the Mamaruga Zensling for a seated sideways carry.